My name is Eric Lopresti. Welcome to my studio. You're looking at several paintings that are from the last couple years or in progress. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about my subject matter and how this is working out in the current bodies of work. So I'm an oil painter primarily, oil and canvas, but I also just recently had a show at Elizabeth Houston Gallery in New York City of large-scale watercolors. So this is from that show of a landscape which is very specific to my work. I don't know anyone else painting this. It's called Nevada Test Site, and it's where the U.S. tested its nuclear weapons for 50 years. I have a personal relationship to this subject matter. It turns out I grew up in a town which was involved in the creation of nuclear weapons. It was there to make plutonium, which is the stuff that makes the thing go boom. And this put me in a very interesting position when speaking about conflict and especially in light of current politics. I try to think a little bit more nuanced, in a more nuanced way about what these terrifying near-apocalyptic technological devices mean in our contemporary society. And I'm not a historian, I'm not a philosopher, but I am interested in the large waves of technology which seem to be causing traumatic change both in our environment and our personal lives. So this is an example of a nuclear crater from Nevada Test Site. It's called Nuclear Crater with Color Chips. Those are a symptom of a lot of my work deals with color. Color is the X factor for any artist, and for me it's both a signifier of subjectivity and a way to talk about the mood, which I'm really interested in the feeling of the desert, the sort of space it puts you in creatively. I also can speak a little bit about a different subject matter. I'll try to put this in frame. This is a painting in progress of a flower. The flower is very specific. It's called Lewisia rediviva, and that's it's specific to the American West. In fact, it was discovered by Meriwether Lewis of the Lewis and Clark expedition. It grows in the desert. It grows in harsh, dry, hot and cold areas, and it specifically grows in Nevada Test Site. So in this landscape amongst the nuclear debris are these tiny little pink flowers that grow out almost defiantly in a symbol of life in a wasteland that's associated with apocalypse. It also grows near my hometown in eastern Washington state. So I grew up in Richland, which is eastern Washington, western United States. And the fact that this flower grows in both places ties those subject matter together, as well as it speaks about these themes of identity in America and what we are. So for me, nuclear weapons, they're at once a technology of aggression and perhaps a expression of innovation, of American ingenuity and creativity within this technological wave of the 20th century. You might think that's a little strange position to take. And again, I'm not a historian and nor am I a politician, but I do think it's very interesting that in the 20th century, the US exploded over 1,000 nuclear weapons in Nevada. And it seems like overkill until you think about the style of innovation which we are associated with. It's our identity to innovate, to do it better, bigger, faster, smaller, and as such, these terrifying weapons become almost a symbol of creativity, if I might go that far. I'm also interested in the idea of expression. As a painter, it's all about expression. And it's interesting, I'll go back to this painting, that Nevada Test Site well, you can kind of see here the craters form almost a grid. and it's visible from space. Certainly, it was designed in part to be seen by the Soviet Union, our adversary, and they blew up their weapons in such a way that we could see them. Which is a very interesting thing. It's almost like a peacock, or say, one animal, burying its teeth at the other, as an expression of force, power, but it's also a little bit like a digital display where we're expressing ourselves out into space in this incredible chessboard. Terrifying on one hand, but again, it's not altogether different to what I do as a painter on the canvas.